Running a property investment or any business through a company obviously comes with those compliance and regulatory issues. And at the moment, especially because of trying to align our systems and ensure that people aren't using companies in order to elicit abusive situations, there has been a move towards deregistering dormant companies or companies that simply shouldn't be trading. Now, as a practitioner myself that provides company services, I strongly recommend that everyone make use of somebody that's familiar with corporate work and that is able to assist in ensuring the compliance, share registers, you name it, right? And that your company is properly being run. Now, there are certain situations that arise that I've noticed with many people. This isn't a new thing, but unfortunately, they own a property, they own it through the company, but they never really use the company all that much. So in the back of their mind, they might have a bank account for this company, but that's the most they ever deal with insofar as admin is concerned. Now, unfortunately, in these instances, CIPC is making a move to deregister the companies. Like I mentioned before, they want to clear their books, basically, of companies that aren't actually trading. And they often won't know, so they send out notices, and your failure to respond basically leads to them deregistering the company. Now, there are many ways to prevent this, and nowadays, this should barely ever happen, because if you have a bank account, very often the banks will continuously keep asking you to update your FICA information. So it should come to your attention that your company is being deregistered. Similarly, with the submission of all the ultimate beneficial ownership declarations recently, again, this is something that should have come to the fore. So anyone that's running a company right now, more than likely, will be aware that the company is in fact trading, and most would have updated their annual returns to the CIPC saying so. But if you happen to be one of those unfortunate few that got stuck with a deregistered company before all these UBO declarations were necessary, unfortunately, in that type of situation, remember, the company ceases to exist. So it doesn't even work as a liquidation would. It simply ceases to exist. And because it doesn't exist, the assets need to go somewhere. And where the assets go is back to the state, right? Now, the state owns this property, the state owns these assets. Now, this sounds quite dreadful, and, now I can see everyone stricken in panic. It's not uncommon. It's happened many times, and more often than not, all you need to do there used to be a way of doing it directly through CIPC, but you would approach the court and you would tell the court, this is the situation, please re-register the company and vest everything that the company owned back into the company. This is what happened, this is the reasoning, and you would obviously have to pay CIPC all the arrear annual returns, which sometimes lands up not being cheap. But once you settle that up, it is simply a matter of applying to have the company re-registered, and everything goes back to normal. Fortunately, nothing actually changes at the deeds office, because the deeds office doesn't get wind of this deregistration. So the deeds office has many properties that are owned by many companies that may have actually been deregistered, believe it or not. But as people come to find out about this, they quickly re-register it, they pay their arrears, and they carry on with life as per normal.